Every once in a while, you find a knife that is just not practical in any way, shape, form, or fashion, and it costs a hell of a lot of money. And even still, you find yourself completely unable to say no to buying it because it's just too damn cool. Somewhere along the way in my knife collecting hobby, I became a huge Cold Steel fan to the point that I've been buying enough Cold Steels that I had to put a separate knife case aside just to store my collection of them. And this thing takes up the spot of about 2.5 knives in that case. This is the Cold Steel Espada XL in the polished G10 and aluminum. Okay, they do make a cheaper version with a pure G10 handle, and unless you're just obsessed with how handsome this thing is, like I am, that would be the version I recommend buying because its price is actually reasonable and kind of doable, especially in this economy. This thing is just completely financially irresponsible to purchase. I got this in a knife lot on eBay. I wanted this specifically, but the lot had a couple of the knives in there, and I think I paid $300 for the lot, which is a great deal because there was also a Tops fixed blade in there that's worth about $180, something like that. So I got a steal on this thing. But if you go to Blade HQ right now, this sells for $399. Even on Amazon, they're about $300. The pure G10 handled versions with AUS 10 steel, I believe, are a little over $100. So again, if you want to get one of these and carry it, that's the version I recommend you go for. All that being said, I love this knife, and I actually am insane enough to carry it. Typically, I carry a big-ass fixed blade on my hip as a self-defense weapon, and then a smaller knife in my pocket for EDC. Whenever I carry this big son of a bitch, I have to carry a small fixed blade on my hip, or even sometimes my multi-tool to serve as my EDC blade, because this monopolizes my pocket. But damn, is it fun. And yeah, I actually will carry this thing. It's just too freaking cool. Let's jump into this. This is the XL Espada, and man, it is freaking huge. Just for reference, here's another great Cold Steel knife. This is their Laredo Bowie in 4034. I don't know if I'll be able to show this on camera, limited viewfinder space, but you can see, putting them butt to butt, the XL Espada is bigger than my Laredo Bowie. As a matter of fact, what this is, as far as I'm concerned, is a... Oh, sorry. I always smack my camera. I don't have much room to mess around here. What this is, in my opinion, is a folding Cold Steel Natchez Bowie. This one, by the way, in 3V. They are the exact same size when we put them butt to butt. And this is a big honkin' fixed blade. Okay, anyone who's ever handled a Natchez Bowie knows just how massive these things are. And yeah, look at that. It gives you the same reach as a Natchez Bowie. And actually, here's a funny thing. The Natchez Bowie feels good in hand. It's not super, super fast in hand like, say, a Laredo Bowie is. But if we hold this Espada back here, the Espada actually feels faster and more maneuverable in my hand anyways than the Natchez. Super fun, super funny little comparison. But yeah, in my mind, this is a folding Natchez Bowie, and it is a serious self-defense knife. And that's what this thing is. There's no way you use this for EDC. I mean, can you imagine trying to break down boxes or open your packaging or slice your steak at a diner with this thing? You'd freak everybody the hell out. It's over the top, it's ungainly, it's not manageable. You're not using this for EDC cutting tasks. Which is another reason I recommend going for the AUS 10 version, because the steel really doesn't matter. We have a 7.5-inch clip point blade that is flat ground from about the midsection down. Beautiful blade, great belly in there, an incredibly sharp and penetrative tip, so it would thrust very, very, very well. But they make this thing out of S35VN. Cold Steel. Cold Steel, why? It drives the price up. It's cool. This is the premium version. I get it. It's a pride of ownership thing. Maybe there are some people outside chopping trees with this and they actually want the premium blade steel. But holy hell, there's no reason to put that nice of a steel in a knife like this that's never going to see any real-world cutting. Okay? Again, go for the AUS 10 version. That said, if you do somehow use it S35VN's a great user steel. It sharpens fairly easily, honestly, considering the hardness of it. It can take a damn nice edge. It holds it for a quality amount of time. I mean, a very, very happy amount of time for me, far beyond the likes of the budget steels most of my viewers are used to. And I've never had rust on an S35VN blade, and I live in Northeast Texas. It's very humid here. So that's a big mamma jamma of a blade. And man, would it be super effective as a self-defense weapon. I mean, that's what it's designed for. It's inspired by the Spanish Navaja swords that were carried by the conquistadors. And yeah, it's a wicked defensive blade. There's how thin the bladed stock itself is. You can see it does deploy with a thumb plate, which also waves off the pocket. Okay, it's kind of hard to bring this thing out on camera, but man, does it have a satisfying thwack whenever it comes out. Super cool, and it comes out readily. It locks up like a freaking vault because this is a triad lock, and triad locks don't play. They seriously don't. This thing is insane to me. Absolutely insane. By the way, are there any Bleach fans that watch my channel? Does anyone else think Bleach when they see the word Espada? I know it's just Spanish for sword, but I mean, come on. My first thought is Bleach every time. Anyways, sorry, moving past that. The handle is 9¼ inches long. This version is made out of 7075 aircraft grade aluminum and these beautiful polished G10 scales. Again, I recommend you just get the textured G10 version. It'll have superior traction for use as a defense weapon, which is good. It'll be a hell of a lot cheaper. It'll also be a hell of a lot lighter than this 16-ounce knife. Okay, let's bring my little mini scale in real quick. Turn this thing on. .18 ounces. It's a hefty son of a gun. Even the textured G10 versions are still pretty hefty, but I mean, damn. They're lighter than this. It does carry with a, obviously, tip-up pocket clip. Right-hand side only. Lefties are left out in the cold with this one, which I think is dumb. Tap some holes over here and include a second pocket clip, Cold Steel. This knife could be fully ambidextrous. Why are we leaving lefties out on this and not your other knives? It's just so dumb to me. But damn, is that a beautiful handle. Love the polished aluminum. Love the polished G10. It looks so nice. The fit and finish is great, although I will say the fit and finish of older Cold Steels Espadas were better because we definitely have some gaps along the back spring here. Not a huge deal, but the slip joint guys will know what I'm talking about. Clip is perfect. It doesn't flare up on the end. It has great tension. It's honestly kind of an ideal pocket clip. I was really impressed they got that right. Now, I say that this doesn't have a lot of traction, but you don't really need it because the myriad of ways you can hold this knife, you will not let go of it. You can hold it back here. You can hold it all the way back here for maximum reach. I think if you just choke up with your finger a little bit, you get the best reach while still getting good control. The best kind of combo of the two. The handle is beyond ergonomic because you can choose where you want to grip it and how you want to grip it. So the ergonomics are fantastic. It's just such a crazy knife, though. It is such a crazy freaking knife. And yeah, I mean, I love carrying it. I'm crazy enough to carry it. Pretty sure in a lot of states, it's not legal to carry this thing. I happen to be very fortunate to live in Texas where I can carry any knife I want. But this thing's a pocket sword, man. It's absolutely insane. Nobody needs this much reach. But you're paying for it. Okay, that's the thing, is you are going to pay for it when you pay as much money as this knife costs. Again, you know what? I can actually show the size next to a Natchez a little better now. Here we go. You can see the same damn size as a Cold Steel Natchez Bowie. And just to show you how it does dwarf the Laredo again. Again, that is pommel to pommel. Great knife. I'll review both the Laredo and the Natchez at some point in the future. But yeah, the biggest downside is the cost, which is why I recommend going for the textured G10 version of it. But I don't regret getting this version. This is the one I wanted because, God, Cold Steel could make some beautiful knives. Remember whenever they made the Raja in this kind of configuration? Bring that back, Cold Steel. Bring back the Black Rhino and the Black Sable in this configuration while you're at it. Such a gorgeous design. I love the aluminum and G10 combination. Now, $300 to $400, it's expensive. You know, I have my own value scale system. At $300, I actually consider this an 8 out of 10. I think it's well worth it at that price all day long. At $400, it goes down a bit, 6.5. It's just not practical, and that's a lot of money. That is a hell of a lot of money. But if you tune into my next knife review, you'll see that you do have options when you're on a budget, because Chinese companies like Huang Fu here, you'll love to copy Western knives. So stay tuned for that review. That's going to be a fun one. However, I hope you guys enjoyed my review of this absolutely crazy pocket sword of a knife. This Cold Steel Espada XL, what I call the folding Natchez Bowie. This thing is a sick piece of steel. Hope you guys enjoyed.